Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Young and the Restless predictions. Nikki and Cole find Jordan in secret cell. The Young and the Restless prediction edition has Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, and Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck, set to find Jordan Howard, Colleen Zenk. But Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, tries to keep his secrets under wraps. Also Tucker McCall, Trevor Street John, finds himself in a dangerous situation orchestrated by none other than Ashley Abbott, Eileen Davidson, or one of her alters, and Audra Charles, Zulika Silver, is set to be the fall guy. Meanwhile, on Y&R, we suspect the Abbott family faces upheaval as young Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell, may push Summer Newman, Allison Lanier, on a particular issue, causing friction within the family. In other storylines, Audra finds herself in a passionate encounter with Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, adding another layer of complexity to the ongoing drama with Tucker. It seems to be coming from all directions, and he has to navigate each of them. Lastly, the Abbott family may need to make some tough decisions regarding Ashley's mental health following her plot against Tucker. These Young and Restless predictions from Belinda at Soap Dirt are always based on official CBS soap opera spoilers and recent episode drama. The Young and the Restless star Melody Thomas Scott on her 45th anniversary and why soaps continue to survive. Guest column. Having recently celebrated my 45th year playing Nikki Newman on The Young and the Restless, I'm often asked how both Y&R and the daytime drama genre have changed since I first joined the show. When I started playing Nikki in 1979, there were 13 daytime dramas on the air. Y&R was No. 3 in the ratings and would claim the top spot in December of 1988. There was a certain excitement for someone watching their soap live long before VCRs, DVRs, streaming, and the ability to go online to read a recap of the episode. Fan mail was delivered by the truckload to the studio with cards and notes filled with commentary. Many of the actors required the help of an assistant to keep up with the volume of incoming mail. Now viewers have the ability to post about the show's storylines in real time using hashtags and handles to get an actor's attention. Viewing habits have changed since then thanks to the invention of cable television, DVRs, and streaming. The audience has an abundance of choices, so the fact that Y&R continues to maintain and cultivate a loyal and dedicated fan base is something that is never taken for granted, as it's the sole reason for the show's longevity. Anytime the genre has tried to adopt characteristics of other forms of programming, such as extreme pacing, it has learned a painful lesson: not to veer too far from the recipe of success for the daytime drama: compelling storytelling with captivating characters who viewers want to invite into their homes 5 days a week. An unforeseen curveball was thrown at daytime television in 1995 when a famous trial dominated the airwaves. During that time, viewers were deprived of their favorite soaps for months as this real-life courtroom drama played out in front of our eyes. Unfortunately, all of the soaps lost a significant amount of their audiences when viewing habits were broken. However, the experience reminded the genre of the importance of being at the top of their game in both production and promotion. Today, 4 daytime dramas remain, with 3 of them standing on the shoulders of Bill Bell's influence and the genius of his wife, Lee Phillip Bell, who co-created both Y&R and B&B. I'm proud that Nikki is among the handful of characters created by William J. Bell who are still on the Y&R landscape today. There is no other medium that would have given me the opportunity and good fortune to have the same scene partner, the extraordinary Eric Braeden, for 4 decades. Luckily, all of the daytime dramas are fortunate to have actors who have captivated audiences for decades, such as Days Deirdre Hall, James Reynolds and Suzanne Rogers, General Hospital's Jeannie Francis and Maurice Bernard, and Bold and the Beautiful's Catherine Kelly Lang and John McCook. The relationship that a viewer forms with the characters of a daytime drama is unparalleled to any other medium. This bond between the audience and the show lends to Y&R being able to entertain and educate its audience while exploring relevant social issues such as substance abuse and mental health. The trust and stability a viewer shares with a daytime drama is the reason they will not only thrive for years to come. A woman has shared her anger after finding a McDonald's coffee cup, perfectly placed on a branch in a nature reserve near Newcastle. In the sweltering heat of Genoa City's summer, tensions ran high as secrets simmered beneath the surface, waiting to explode. Nikki Newman, ever the matriarch, sensed the electric charge in the air, feeling that something monumental was about to unfold. She could almost taste it in the breeze that blew through the Newman ranch, carrying whispers of old scandals and new mysteries. Her intuition led her to an old, decrepit part of the Newman estate, an area that had been abandoned for years, shrouded in mystery and overgrown with ivy. Beside her walked Cole Howard, a man with his own set of secrets and regrets. His rugged exterior and piercing eyes masked the turbulent emotions that brewed within him. As Nikki's confident and occasional partner in crime, he knew when she had a hunch it was more than just idle suspicion. Today was no different. "Nikki, what exactly are we looking for?" Cole asked, his voice gruff but tinged with curiosity. "I'm not entirely sure, Cole. Just a feeling," Nikki responded, her eyes scanning the dilapidated surroundings. "There's something here, something important." Their footsteps echoed against the cracked tiles of the old cellar. As they ventured deeper, the air grew colder, the musty scent of decay thickening. Light from their flashlights flickered, casting eerie shadows that danced on the walls, making the space feel alive with secrets. Cole's flashlight beam fell upon a rusted iron door at the end of the hallway, partially obscured by cobwebs and years of neglect. "What's behind that?" he wondered aloud, stepping closer. He tried the handle, but it was locked tight. Undeterred, he gave it a firm shove with his shoulder, and the door groaned open, revealing a sight neither of them had expected. In the center of the small, dingy room sat a young woman, her hands bound, eyes wide with fear and confusion. She looked up as the light hit her face, revealing her identity, Jordan Weld, a name that had recently rocked Genoa City with scandal and intrigue. The last anyone had heard, she had vanished without a trace, leaving behind more questions than answers. "Nikki, it's Jordan," Cole whispered, shock evident in his voice. Nikki stepped forward, her maternal instincts kicking in. "Jordan, sweetheart, it's okay, we're here to help you." Jordan's eyes darted between them, wary and unsure. "How did you find me?" she croaked, her voice hoarse from disuse. "Lucky guess," Cole replied, kneeling to untee her bonds. "Who did this to you?" Jordan hesitated, her eyes flickering with fear. "It's complicated. They said I knew too much, that I had to be kept quiet." Nikki's eyes narrowed. Who said that?" Jordan swallowed hard. "It was someone close, someone you wouldn't expect. I can't say more, not here." Cole helped her to her feet, supporting her as she swayed unsteadily. "We need to get her out of here, Nikki. Now." They moved quickly but cautiously, every creak of the old building amplifying their tension. As they emerged into the daylight, the oppressive air of the cellar gave way to the warm sun, but the sense of urgency remained. Nikki led them to a secluded part of the estate, away from prying eyes. "Jordan, you're safe now," Nikki assured her, though she knew their safety was temporary. "Tell us everything." Jordan took a deep breath, gathering her strength. "I was working on a story, something big. It involved some of the most powerful people in Genoa City. I thought I was being careful, but they caught on. They threatened me, told me to stop. When I didn't, they took me." "Who are they?" Cole pressed, his frustration bubbling over. Jordan shook her head. "I can't name them. Not yet. It's too dangerous. But I have evidence, proof of everything. It's hidden." Nikki's mind raced. Where is the evidence?" Jordan's eyes met hers, filled with a mix of desperation and determination. "It's at the Abbott mansion. Hidden in plain sight in a place only I would think to look." Nikki exchanged a glance with Cole. The Abbott mansion was a fortress in its own right, teeming with its own secrets and guarded by people who wouldn't take kindly to uninvited guests.